one is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and a couple. Here's Burrow. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Let's get set. Hot.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. I think.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
And was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
That one down the field for Ferguson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Here's a give to Moss out of the shotgun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Going for Burton, and he's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind a first down.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter, and the entire fourth remaining, so stranger things have happened.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. They'll run a draw now with Moss. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now they'll run on the draw. And down he'll go at the 25. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's got room. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Yeah, here we go.
On play action, Prescott out to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run, and of course, get to the quarterback.
Here's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Prescott to throw it. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Prescott. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Aubrey Good with a PAT.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Flush to his right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Here we go. Side.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Here we go. Wait, take.
Inside give to Elliott. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
On the counter, it's Evans.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. And they'll go right back to Evans.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Second and a couple.
Here we go. What do you think?
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, here we go. I take. What do you think?
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Here we go. What do you think?
To throw is Prescott. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So on 4th down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go,
But
here we go.
probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves,
Gun.
but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
He's got Burton here. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
On one.
So
Ready?
signs of life in what's been a dormant offense
Here
in
we
this
go.
second half. Here's 1st and 10.
That.
Now it's Burrow. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
That.
Burrow will throw. And that is incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
That.
Now Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down right around the 18-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Let's get set. That.
A final shot now for Burrow. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Dallas, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6 and 7 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, it'll be loss number 6 on the season for them. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.